guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Terry. Kama kawaida, kama okay? Yes. And so guys, today I'm coming to you with a very what can I say, sensitive topic. And please don't try to come at me in any sort of way, because whatever I'm about to talk about is my journey of growth. My journey of growth in relationship with different types of people, guys. Yeah, I've lived with people outside Nairobi, people in Nairobi, my partner, my workmates, and as I've mentioned, I've also been a hotelier, and so I've had to meet different people with different characters, and this has really helped me to a point where I feel like I'm no longer the same person when I started working in the hotel industry. And yes, guys, so today's topic, I'm going to be telling you about behaviors that kill relationships. Doesn't matter any kind of relationship we're talking about or that you're in, but if you get a few points that you might see are killing a relationship that you're in, this is the high time to try and work on yourself. Let's just jump into the topic right now. Yeah. So sometimes when there's a conflict between two people, you both tend to act differently to the conflict, because first and foremost, there is tension and anger between the both of you. So when there's this tension and anger, everyone will just act in their own dramatic way, and they forget that the problem is what you're fighting against and not each other. So you should try and know how to go about the problem and not how to go about each other. And mostly, like even right now, I'll attest to it, when you're having a difference with friends or even family, they tend to think like T has a problem with them and not with the problem that they did. I'll give you a very short brief story of a problem I had recently, or just the other year or the other day, with a friend. So this friend of mine tends to be rude. She'll go off at me. Just giving you a very brief short story about me and a friend of mine recently. So this is what I believe. I believe that once you start having a group of friends around you, you're trying to create like your own family, you know, like you're born into a family. But with friends, you get to choose who becomes your close friend or your family. So what happened between me and my friend, she became rude for the first time. She went really off on me, and the first time I understood, because I was like, no, my friend can't talk to me like this. Then shit happened for the second time. Then I was like, maybe she's blah blah blah. But then when it happened that time, I was like, nah, no. This can either have two meanings. It's either she no longer wants me in her life, or she doesn't have any respect for me, because I've never imagined myself talking to her the way she used to talk to me, in that tone or in that way, no matter which state she was in. And I didn't try to go at her like, yo, you know, you do this and this. No, I just took some time off to try and cool off before going to talk about the problem. But the other thing that happened that really made me upset is that when I decided to take some time off to cool off so that we can sit down and talk to her, she thought I had a problem with her, whereas the problem I had with her is her going off at me and abusing me. Remember earlier on, I told you friends are your chosen family members, and when it comes to chosen family members, you don't want a friend having the same behaviors that family members have, because family members are just people you cannot change. But with friends, you want someone who understands you, someone you can go to when you're having shit to deal with. But to me, it got to a point where you can't keep all the time complaining that your friends are doing shit around you. Okay, you can't go telling people that are doing wrong things around you, and yet you're also doing wrong by them, and you don't want to be told when you're doing wrong. As I mentioned earlier, just get to understand this: the person doesn't have a problem with you, they have a problem with how you are treating them as a friend. Everyone has something going on in their lives, yes, we get it, but don't go off on your friends or be toxic. And even when you do go toxic, try and sit down with them, yeah, and get to understand the problem. So that was my first point. My first point was how you go about the problem. Yeah, how you go about it matters a lot. That was my first point. So my second point comes to, we do tend to act differently to anger or differences, but when you're acting in your own different way, it goes back to the first point. Don't, if you're an abusive person, you can always walk away. Yeah, don't call people names. Don't try and pretend like you're too special for everyone. If you know you're an angry talker like I know I am, I will just come sit on my own. If it's crying, I'll cry myself out totally. But when I'm cool and calm and I know I did something wrong, I'll apologize, and in person, not through text. If it's through a call, better. Or even if it's a call and say, hey, can you come, let's meet for coffee or tea, it's better. Because this shows your friend, your partner, your family member how much you respect them. But just sending a message and being like, guys, it doesn't work that way. And also, don't go calling each other names. Yeah. So the other third thing is very, very, very serious. So one thing that people tend to do nowadays, if you know, memes. We go on our WhatsApp status, our Instagram, and we're putting memes to try and slash our friends or our partners or our family, just to make them feel bad if they wronged us or something. Yes, it's understandable, but let me just ask something simple. What do you gain from all that? Plus, you're giving people your side of the story. Are you giving the other side of the story or the things that you do wrong as a person? No, you're not. My third character or behavior is very simple. I used to be the type of person, when me and my partner will fight, I'll run to my parents and I'll tell them, he did this, he did that, he did this, blah 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 blah. You know what I used to forget? At the end of the day, my parents will end up hating my partner, and when they end up hating my partner, it's not good for the relationship, because at the end of the day, we used to make up and be all lovey-dovey, yeah? And my parents will be like, hey, no, he's not the right person for you, blah blah blah. Yet when I was telling them what he had done wrong to me, I was forgetting to mention what I did wrong to him. This is one thing most of us don't do, and I know you guys agree with me. I know you do. I know 100% you do, guys. So as I wanted to emphasize on something, the memes part. I've seen people going on Instagram and always posting memes like, okay, let me explain it like this. You have a boyfriend or a man and you're seeing each other, and in your status or in your Instagram, you're always posting on how men cheat, women cheat. Like, let me tell you one thing that I've learned, and I've had to learn the hard way. When me and my hubby broke up, people laughed and they went in all types of ways about it. And one thing I can tell you is, no one needs to know all your business. Like when you're posting those memes or trying to hurt other people's relationship or your own relationship, no one needs to know all that. So you can go about it in a whole lot of different ways, but all I can say is concentrate on your small family that you have, pray about it, and leave other people's relationship out of yours, especially if it doesn't concern your own. If it concerns your own, it's understandable, but if it doesn't concern your own, leave other people. One more thing that I'll say is, a relationship, even if it's not like in front of God or anything, I believe that if you love someone, do good by them. If someone is a cheat, don't go cheating expecting to equal the equation. It doesn't work that way, guys. But if you do good by them and they do wrong by you, maybe it's cheating, one way or another you tend to find out. It doesn't stay hidden for too long, and when you find out, it's at this moment that you are allowed to live. You are allowed to leave and go and start from scratch or start from wherever. And let me tell you one thing, God does bless you and will bless you with someone who will love you, appreciate you in all the right ways. And I can assure you this, you will never regret a day in your life. So just do good by your partner. Pray about your marriage, especially if you have a kid, you guys. Pray about it so hard, because people don't want to see you doing good. You have a child, your partner is supporting you. People don't like seeing that. It wears them off and they get so angry, and I don't understand why. And so, guys, I will end my simple topic by saying it's in a moment of conflict where a relationship can either be built or destroyed. And this has power from both parties, like from me, my partner, me, my friend. We both had the power of building or destroying our relationship. And I will say it again, we are growing, and as we grow we tend to lose people, we tend to shed off a few weights off our shoulders. And if someone's time to live your life has arrived, there's nothing we can do about it. Yes guys, so thank you so much for watching my video and for subscribing to my YouTube channel. That will be the end of my topic. Bye bye.